You wake up at 5 a.m., not because you set an alarm, but because Gary the seagull is having another existential crisis directly above your sleeping pod. Gary does this every morning. You consider the fact that dolphins are apex predators and Gary is, technically speaking, just a flying rat with commitment issues. But you're too classy for violence this early. Plus, you have a reputation to maintain. You're a bottlenose dolphin, which sounds like a medical condition, but is actually the marine equivalent of being born into the upper middle class. You live in a social group called a pod, which is basically an underwater friend group that never falls apart because nobody can leave dramatic text messages when you're 200 feet underwater. Your first order of business is breakfast. And by breakfast, you mean engaging in what marine biologists politely call cooperative hunting. But what you know is actually just organized crime with extra steps. You and your crew of 12 other dolphins have spotted a school of fish. Time to show them why dolphins have been the ocean's most successful gang for the past 50 million years. The plan is simple. Everyone swims in a circle around the fish while one dolphin, today it's your turn, swims up from below and creates a mud cloud by thrashing your tail against the seafloor. The fish, now blind and confused, leap out of the water in panic. This is where the strategy gets diabolical. You and your friends simply swim up with your mouths open, like the world's most efficient drive-through window. Some humans think this makes you intelligent. You think this makes you practical. There's a difference. After breakfast, it's time for your favorite activity. Messing with humans. A boat full of tourists has arrived. Cameras ready, expecting to see majestic marine mammals gracefully dancing through the waves. What they're about to get is a masterclass in psychological warfare. You start with the classic, swimming alongside their boat just close enough to make them think you're friendly, then disappearing right when they raise their cameras. The real professionals, like your friend Marcus, can actually time their jumps to photobomb other dolphins who are trying to show off. Marcus has ruined more vacation photos than a drunk relative at a wedding. Today you're feeling creative. You grab some seaweed and start playing catch with yourself. The tourists lose their minds. They think you're intelligent and playful. You're actually just showing off because you're bored and seaweed is basically ocean fidget spinner. Dolphins have been using tools for thousands of years, but somehow when humans discovered this, they acted like they'd witnessed the invention of fire. You give them a few good jumps because it's excellent cardio. Dolphins can leap up to 15 feet out of the water, which is basically the aquatic equivalent of dunking on someone half your height. It never gets old. The afternoon brings your least favorite responsibility, babysitting. Your cousin's kid is visiting, and young dolphins are basically underwater toddlers with sonar capabilities. They ask questions like, why can't we breathe water? And you have to explain that humans are land mammals who somehow convince themselves they're the smartest species on Earth despite never figuring out echolocation. Speaking of echolocation, this is your superpower and you're not humble about it. While humans stumble around with their pathetic eyeballs, you're walking around with built-in GPS, radar, and X-ray vision all rolled into one. You can see inside objects, locate fish buried in sand, and detect if another dolphin is lying about where they hid the good fish. It's like having superpowers, except it's just Tuesday. The kid asks if you can teach them echolocation tricks. You demonstrate by using sonar to find a hidden crab, then catching it in one smooth motion. The kid is impressed. You don't mention that you've been practicing this move for 8 years and still sometimes miss. Everyone needs heroes. You decide to teach them signature whistles. Every dolphin has their own unique whistle, basically their name in dolphin language. Humans didn't figure this out until the 1960s, which is hilarious because you've been literally introducing yourselves to each other for millions of years and they thought you were just making random noises. Your signature whistle roughly translates to the one who makes excellent life choices. The kid's whistle translates to small, loud, and smelly. As evening approaches, it's time for the social hour. Your pod gathers to gossip, which in dolphin society is called maintaining social bonds. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that. Today's hot topic is whether the new dolphin who moved in from the coral reef is actually as sophisticated as she claims. The conversation drifts to humans, as it always does. Someone brings up the fact that humans think dolphins are always smiling. This gets everyone laughing. Your smile is just how your face is shaped. As the sun sets, you float near the surface, half asleep. But your brain doesn't shut down completely like a human's would. Instead, one half stays awake while the other half sleeps. It's called unihemispheric slow wave sleep.
Unihemispheric,
which sounds like a medical condition but is actually your species' most practical evolutionary hack. While half your brain dreams about perfectly executed fish heists, the other half stays alert, monitoring for danger and making sure you remember to surface for air. It's like having a built-in night shift security guard who never calls in sick. Humans have to consciously decide to breathe when they're underwater, which explains why they're so bad at it. You've been breathing on autopilot since birth, even while unconscious. You realize something profound. You're living a life that humans spend billions trying to recreate with technology. Built-in sonar, half-brain sleeping, cooperative social structures, tool use, and the ability to literally fly through three-dimensional space. You close your eyes, well, half of them, listening to Gary the Seagull practicing his existential crisis routine for tomorrow morning. The ocean never truly sleeps, and neither do you. Not completely. You're part of a 24/7 underwater civilization that's been running smoothly since before continents figured out their current arrangement. And honestly, you wouldn't trade it for anything. Not even opposable thumbs. So what do you think? Are dolphins really the ocean's most sophisticated operators, or are we just giving them too much credit? Do you think that permanent smile is hiding a secret underwater conspiracy? Let us know in the comments below. But remember, they can echolocate your location, so choose your words carefully. If you enjoyed living a day in the life of the ocean's most successful social network, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more perspectives from creatures who've been perfecting their lifestyle since before humans invented the wheel. Next week, we're diving even deeper into the animal kingdom. Maybe we'll explore life as something that makes dolphins look like amateur hour. Or perhaps something so small it makes your problems seem massive. Or maybe we'll explore the day in the life of historical or fictional figures. You'll have to subscribe to find out. Thanks for watching. And remember, sometimes the smartest move is letting everyone else think you're just smiling and playing around while you're actually running the show.